friends, today's the day. It is a $5 Goodwill Challenge, Spring 2016 edition, hosted by Hillary at My So-Called Home. I'll put a link below to her channel or playlist so that you don't miss the other participants. So this is how I spent my $5 this time. I spent $2 on this 1980s beauty. If this doesn't scream 80s, I don't know what does, but it's just a little wooden house that sits over a tissue box. And I just thought that I could definitely redo this, update this to the 21st century, and just love the shape of it. So I'm probably going to just take some scrapbook paper, decoupage it, and let me show you what I'm going to do. I found some floral and some shiplap type paper that I am going to just Mod Podge over and under, and I believe that will definitely bring this up, give it a whole new look. So that's $2. Now, I also wanted some little figurines or something to sit outside my house, and I never could quite find the size or the price, or, you know, I looked and looked, but I did come across these little shelf sitters at the Dollar Tree, and they were just the perfect size and what I needed. So I spent $2 on a little boy and a little girl, and so that's going to work out perfect. So that was $4. And then I needed something for my little rabbits to sit on. And of course I needed something specific and couldn't find it. So I decided to kind of Pinterest and Google and look at some pictures of how people made those little clothespin benches. Well, I found several, didn't use any particular pattern, and let me show you what I come up with. I took 19 clothespins and I just hot glued them. Hot glue works very well on these. Very sturdy little bench. I needed something kind of a little rustic, and this is exactly what I was going for. I did take about a half a dozen pictures just showing you the process I did, so I will share that with you. And just painted it brown to make it look like a little park bench. And so I just, you know, took all the clips apart, and it just worked out perfect for my little rabbits. Now what I need to do is go ahead and give my little house a makeover. I will share with you my finished display. Okay, to make your clothespin furniture, take 2 clothespins, separate them, and cut them in half, and that will give you your 4 legs. Now your bench or chair can be as wide as you want it to. I took 10 clothespins apart, glued them flat sides together, and then that created the seat to my bench, and just hot glued them all together. Then I just hot glued the legs on all 4 corners, and that was able to stand very sturdy. And then I split a few more clothespins and glued them to the back. Simple as that. No pattern. These were just these supports were kind of just for looks to put on the backs because I knew they would show through. And then I just painted my bench brown and made the perfect little bench for my rabbits. Okay, to cover my birdhouse, I just took my scrapbook paper and paper pieced it around the edges, and I had all 4 sides. I decoupaged with Mod Podge over and under the cardstock paper, and then same way with the roof, over and under to cover. Now that my birdhouse is dried, I'm going to take this sanding block and kind of go over all the edges just to kind of smooth out where the paper has met the edge. And then I'm also going to take just a white paint pen. I went over some of the areas that still showed some of the peach colored roof. But the good thing is the roof does kind of match the paper in some parts. So I'm going to leave some of the peach showing, but in some places I'm going to cover it up in white. Okay friends, this is my spring challenge project. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I wish I could find some more of these tissue holder birdhouses, but you know, that's the thing about thrift shopping, is you usually can only find one of a kind. So, but I love the way it turned out. I love the shiplap roof paper I used and the floral paper. I just hot glued some ribbon and a rose to the roof to give it a little finished look. And out of my stash, I just pulled some lace and hot glued around the bottom and just decoupaged a black cardstock circle just to give it the illusion of a little hole. So love the way that turned out. I had those 2 little flower pots there, and my little rabbits on the bench are just too adorable. So the Dollar Tree, I'm sure, still has them. They had several different ones. I know they had a baby blue one as well, but I kind of wanted a boy and a girl one. So I just love the way it turned out. I hope you do too, and be sure and check out the other participants. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.